and gentlemen, welcome to Renee Box Young, a platform where we simply discuss, critique, and analyze, simply talk about the sport of boxing in a level-headed, mature, coherent fashion, man. Subscribers since day one, recent subscribers, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in to Flash Lives. Premieres of my videos such as this, liking it up, sharing it up, tuning in real time, commenting in the comment section in real time, chatting away definitely in my premieres and in my live sessions, definitely, man. Playback family, salute. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for all your support, definitely, man. If you are new to this platform, if you love the sport of boxing, this is a place for you. It's as simple as that. We don't complicate life, man. It's as simple as that, so go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I do premieres such as this and when we do flash lives. Soon I'll be going live, so just please, keep that notification bell lit. Keep it lit, definitely. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok also. If you haven't seen me recently, it's because I've been busy in the hustle bustle life, you know what I'm saying? And also I've been pushing more videos on TikTok, so I'm kind of building that up there also. You can follow me over there also. So thank you guys so much. If you want to support also via Cash App, $, Renee Box Young. Via Cash App, $, Renee Box Young. And I thank you so much for those who have supported there, man. You guys are so awesome. I think you can see it right here, the handle, on the Cash App handle somewhere here. So you go ahead and support there, man. Thank you so much. I want to talk about Kambosos and Haney, man. That was an interesting wow. I really was. I guess I don't know if Haney is Haney, ladies and gentlemen. We got to put that out there first. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who has followed his career, everybody knows the story, right? He started his pro career in Mexico, and then came over here, in the Americas, United States, and started building up his resume there. And Haney, man, he is just definitely high IQ, ladies and gentlemen. Neutralize Kambosos, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely just neutralize him. I think round 3 was the round for me, at least. Round 3 and on, 1 and 2, Haney was getting warmed up, feeling Kambosos out. Round 3 was the round where that convinced me that he got the win in the bag, man. I mean, I know a knockout can happen, anything can happen. Actually, I thought that Kambosos possibly would knock out Devin Haney. Towards the end, in the build-up of this whole fight, my guy LeVar Cooper and I went live, and we, did a late-night session when I was out of town on business, and I took advantage that night, doing a late-night session, went live, and we were chopping this up, and I saw it 50-50, but in the last week, the last couple days of the build-up, of this whole fight, weigh-in, press conferences, and things of that nature, face-offs, I had Haney. I had Haney winning by unanimous decision. Overall, I did have him winning by unanimous decision, but I thought it was going to be a really tough fight. But my gosh, ladies and gentlemen, Devin Haney showed the contrary. Devin Haney showed that it was easy work. Devin Haney used his boxing abilities, ladies and gentlemen, on the inside, and he used primarily the jab to neutralize Kambosos. We saw same against Lyndon Arthur, if I remember correctly, in the Anthony Yarde-Lyndon Arthur in the first fight. If I remember correctly, Anthony Yarde avenged his, loss in the rematch. However, in the first fight with Lyndon Arthur, if I remember correctly, his name is, and Anthony Yarde in the first fight, Lyndon Arthur was, jabbing and using his boxing abilities to beat Anthony Yarde. Same thing we saw with, I think it was Joyce, right? I think it was Joyce versus Dubois. Joyce using his jab practically beat Dubois with the jab. I mean, we saw the same thing here, ladies and gentlemen. There are more, examples, but we saw Devin Haney use his jab, beautiful boxing abilities, staying in the center of the ring. I mean, that was just beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. That jab was crisp, it was sharp, it was on point, it was surgically, precise. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, we got to appreciate the boxing ability that these fighters bring to the table in Haney, and Devin Haney in this case. Round 3 was the round where I saw that Devin Haney really got control of it, and he figured out Kambosos. That's kind of what convinced me in round 3. Round 3 convinced me that Devin Haney got this win. He got it. Round after round, man, he was just frustrating Kambosos. There was quite a bit of clinches, but it was a clean fight, ladies and gentlemen. This was a very clean fight. Wonderful performance by Devin Haney. And, we got to give a lot of credit to Devin Haney, ladies and gentlemen. Undisputed, 135, all the belts, and this is real undisputed. Let's just stop all that nonsense with the whole supposed undisputed before this, okay? There was no undisputed before this fight, okay? Let's just be clear here. Screw the franchise belt. That's not even a real belt. It's just an honor thing, a trophy, whatever the heck they want to call it. I really don't care. That was not undisputed. And let's just be factual, right? This was real Undisputed. This was a real Undisputed fight, by two warriors. I'm not taking anything away from Kambosos. In the build-up of the fight, man, I was giving all my credit to Kambosos. I really don't care what he was saying. I don't care what, you already know me, man. I really don't follow the whole, oh my gosh, he said this, and, he called him a rat, and yeah, I really don't care. He turned on his countryman, and yeah, I get it. It's part of the build-up, right? But that stuff doesn't interest me, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just me, that's all. I just want to see the fight. I want to see wonderful performances in that ring. I want to see that, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we saw by Devin Haney, just beautiful stuff. 135, Devin Haney went all the way across the freaking world, and he snatched those belts. Let's just appreciate greatness. But Crawford did the same also. I don't remember. I think it was at 140, you know what I'm saying? He went to UK and got whatever, accolades he got there. I just don't remember, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry about that. But, Spence going over to UK, snatching that belt. I think it was the IBF belt at the time, welterweight, you know what I'm saying, from Kell Brook. Kell Brook at that time wasn't washed up either. That was a tough Kell Brook right there, ladies and gentlemen. Tough version of Kell Brook. You got to understand, ladies and gentlemen, you got to look at all the things. Like, I was paying attention a lot to the ring walk when Devin Haney was doing the ring walk, man, going to the ring. The whole crowd was booing him. Similar to Ugas when he fought Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? The whole crowd was booing Ugas. You got to respect this, ladies and gentlemen. These fighters who come up and they fight, legacy fights. I'm not talking about star fights and popularity fights. No, I don't care. I don't care how many people, you know what I'm saying? Like, he filled out this stadium and he's a star now, and look at how many this guy, look at how many my favorite fighter, look at how many tickets my favorite fighter sold, and your favorite fighter who has all these belts and accolades, and he's not even selling out arenas. I really don't care about that, you know what I'm saying? But why am I saying this? Is because, you got to respect this, ladies and gentlemen. Fighters that come up, they grind to the top, fighting legacy fights like this and getting booed and being the underdog. Haney was booed, ladies and gentlemen. When he was, that ring walk, the whole stadium was booing him. Ugas also was getting booed when that Pacquiao fight. Spence was getting booed, and the whole Brook, ring walk too, and the whole crowd. I mean, that's just crazy, ladies and gentlemen. Just imagine the psychological pressure. But, Haney went in there as a true warrior, focused. He brought the game plan, and he carried out that game plan to perfection. I mean, you can see it. Just look at Devin Haney, Kambosos' face at the end of the fight, and that was mainly all through jabs. Haney was landing some nice 1-2s though, as a matter of fact, throughout the fight. You know what I'm saying? He was landing some nice 1-2s, but mainly just that jab, man. So crisp, so sharp, so fast. I thought Kambosos' speed was going to do something in the fight. His power to a certain degree, you know what I'm saying? And his footwork, Kambosos, he wasn't using any of that. Look at how Devin Haney neutralized Kambosos. I'm not going to call Kambosos a bum. I'm not going to call him a pushover. And, he beat Kambosos really beat, the weaker Teofimo. Teofimo is Teofimo. If Teofimo wasn't ready for that fight, against Kambosos, that's Teofimo's problem. But Teofimo is Teofimo. Kambosos beat Teofimo fair and square. No excuses. Haney beat Kambosos fair and square, no excuses, and he freaking took him to school. He took him to school, ladies and gentlemen. What's next? Rematch clause. Okay, I didn't follow the whole thing, but I did hear, around there, and they were talking about it after, you know what I'm saying, that there's a rematch, so there's going to be a rematch. Apparently there was a rematch clause in this whole thing, in this deal. And I'm not even mentioning about, we got to respect Haney. I've been saying it in the build-up, ladies and gentlemen. We got to respect that. Haney took the lesser piece of the pie in this whole deal for the first fight. A lot of fighters aren't doing this, ladies and gentlemen. Come on now. It's just sad to see that, fight fans out there, that we focus more on nonsense and focus less on real legacy. Jermell Charlo, undisputed. Haney, undisputed. Shakur, unifying at 130. I mean, the list goes on and on. There are more accolades out there from fighters. I even respect Canelo, too, to a certain degree, and what he's been doing lately. You know what I'm saying? It seems like sometimes we pay attention to more of the nonsense. I think that, why am I mentioning these names? Mel, he deserves a lot more credit. He deserves a lot more limelight. Devin Haney deserves. It's a shame to see how, with Tank and freaking Rolly, that fight, a whole lot of people were behind that, and, oh my gosh, look at Rolly and his mouth and this and that. Oh my God, I understand it's part of the build-up, you know what I'm saying? But this is real legacy. That's what I'm trying to say here. That's my point in all this. Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor. The list goes on and on, ladies and gentlemen, with these fighters real legacy fights. This is just amazing. Devin Haney taking a lot less pay, going over across the country, across the freaking world, and fighting Undisputed in a place where he was just, nobody liked that guy. Nobody liked Haney in that stadium. How many fighters do that, ladies and gentlemen? Not many. Not many. This is true legacy, and we got to appreciate it while we got it. We got to give these guys their flowers, and these queens, female pros, give them their flowers while we can. I'm not going to be one of those type of people, man, that gives fighters their flowers when they retire, or God forbid if they pass away or something. No way. Give them their flowers while they're here, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is real legacy. Devin Haney and Kambo. Respect to both. What's next? So they're talking about a rematch, right? Because of the rematch clause. I kind of see this going down, man. Who the heck am I to know all this stuff? I really don't know, man. But this is just me, you know what I'm saying? I kind of see this going out, ladies and gentlemen. This is how it's going to pan out, I think. Devin Haney, obviously, it looks like, I think part of the deal was them with the rematch clause. If Haney were to win rematch in Australia again, I mean, that deal was just lopsided, right? But, whatever. It is what it is, right? So I think that it would have been more fair for if Haney won, that the rematch be in the U.S., but I guess it's going to be in Australia again. Wow. So I think this is what's going to happen, man, that Haney, Kambo, if they rematch, looks like they are going to rematch. I think Haney's going to win again, but we don't know, right? There's several months between now and the rematch, so we'll see what happens. But if that happens again, I think Haney wins. If he wins, I think it's going to be him. Well, he's probably going to move up to 140, man, because he already accomplished, I think, what he wanted to accomplish as far as Undisputed at 135. He accomplished what he needed to. And, I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, so we got Tank there, we got Lomachenko there, but Tank ain't fighting anybody, you know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna fight any of these guys. I've been saying that for a minute, man. I've been saying that ever since this whole Rolly fight. It's like, man, ever since the first fight, the first announcement of Rolly and Tank, I was saying, I don't think, we know the deal there, ladies and gentlemen, so let's just forget Tank and Haney. Let's just forget Lomachenko and Haney, I think, because he has a rematch to worry about, you know what I'm saying? So I think if he beats Kambo in the rematch, because this whole rematch clause deal, I think he moves up to 140, and I think that's fine. I think that's fine because Haney, I pushed a video months and months ago talking about Haney wants all the smoke. At the time, ladies and gentlemen, come on now, months and months ago, Teofimo didn't want to fight Haney. Let's just be real here, come on. He didn't want to fight Haney. He knows what time it is. I don't care what Teo says, man. Teo has a lot to say. He has a lot of things to say, and he's all over the place, okay? Because right now, as of now Teo is going to come back supposedly and going to fight, what, Pedro Campa? Who's that? I don't know. All due respect, though, you know what I'm saying? But, at that time, they didn't want to fight Devin Haney. Devin Haney was looking for all these guys, hunting them down. Nobody wanted to fight him, you know what I'm saying? So, I think if he beats Kambo in the rematch, I think he's going to move up to 140 and continue accomplishing greatness. And that's going to be awesome. If he rematches Kambo, because of the whole rematch clause, and I think if he beats him, that's awesome too. Beating Kambo twice, But this first fight, man, it was just beautiful. Beautiful skills. Neutralized Kambo totally with the jab. Just beautiful stuff. And it was amazing how, at the end, isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy how, just boxing is freaking, it's crazy. How at the last minute they approved Bill Haney, you know what I'm saying, salute, and he was in the corner. I think he was in the corner. I think they were talking about he's going to be ringside. From what I saw, I think he was in the corner, so throughout the fight. So that was just amazing stuff. What a beautiful story, you know what I'm saying? What a beautiful story. You kind of see it you can kind of see it in the ring walks. They had the camera on Kambosos' wife, right? And it looks like when they were both in the ring, when the announcer was talking, whatever, before round one, the camera shifted over to Kambo's wife. Kambo's wife had that look in her eyes. Salute to the queen, you know what I'm saying? Kambo's family, beautiful family. And you can see that look in her eyes. And that look, when I saw that look in Kambo's wife's eyes, it's that instinct. Women have it. I have no idea what it is, but that mother instinct, you know what I'm saying? Kambo's wife is a mom. I think he has two beautiful children, and she had that look in her eyes, man, that like, I don't know if my husband's going to win tonight. It looked like that worried look. And then round 3, round 4, the camera shifts to his wife, and she had that look throughout the whole fight, you know what I'm saying? I think his wife knew, man, that, Haney's on our level, ladies and gentlemen, so that was just a beautiful fight, man. So I'm not going to trip, man. I'm not going to trip if, Haney after the rematch, but like I said, a lot of things can happen between now and then, right? But if they rematch, if it goes through, beating Kambo, I'm not going to trip about Haney not fighting like Tank and all these guys, because Undisputed is undisputed, ladies and gentlemen. You're the best. Haney's the best. I said this before the whole fight, ladies and gentlemen. I said this before Kambo and Haney fight. When Kambo had the 3 belts, when Haney had the 1 WBC belt, I said they're the best at 135. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about this stuff. Other fighters out there, like Tank, for example, can say he's the best at 135. Well, he's not fighting these guys, so he's not the best yet. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. Haney is the best now. Bam. Devin Haney is the best at 135, and he proved it, and it is what it is. Let's just give a round of applause to these fighters, man. To Haney. Congratulations. Undisputed 135. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying what we're seeing in the sport, ladies and gentlemen. What do you guys think is for Haney? What's next for him, after this rematch? I think that would be cool. I'm not going to trip if he moves up to 140 soon. You know what I'm saying? After this rematch. He proved what he had to prove. He proved the best that can be proved. There's nothing better than Undisputed, ladies and gentlemen. This is real Undisputed. So, hey, what do you guys think after the rematch? What should Devin Haney do next? I think personally that he's probably going to move up to 140. They've been talking about it for a minute anyway. So, and let's see what, Devin Haney's just starting, ladies and gentlemen. How old is this? Man, he's young. He's just getting started. Watch out for Haney. Watch out for Haney, man. I love it. So, Renee Boxing, a platform where we simply discuss, critique, and analyze. We talk about sport of boxing in level-headed, mature, coherent fashion. Thank you guys so much, man, for following, all your support. Once again, if you feel free to support via hitting the notification bell, the likes, subscribing, sharing it up. That's so much support right there already. You know what I'm saying? And if you feel like supporting via Cash App, hey, $ Renee Boxing, Cash App, $ Renee Boxing. Thank you guys so much, man. Stay tuned. Hit the notification because we're going to be doing some lives soon, all right? Follow me on TikTok also because I'm pushing stuff over there. Peace out, fam. Renee Boxing.